Hey everyone, Kyle the North Star Trader here. Today is Wednesday. This is the day I go out with my dad. He's already, I don't know if you can tell, but he's already walking into the store. I'm about to head in as well. We're down in Rochester, Minnesota. For those of you who don't know the metro or know Minnesota, we live on the south side of the metro area in the Twin Cities, Minneapolis, St. Paul. And usually we go north because that's where all the stores are in the metro area. Every now and then though, we come down here to Rochester, which is about an hour drive from where we live. It ends up being about the same drive time as if we were going the other direction. So, but anyway, there's a couple Goodwills down here, a Savers, and then we hit a Goodwill on the way back to the cities. So yeah, so that's what we're doing today, and I'm about to head into our first store, and I'll show you what we got here in a second. I don't usually take videos in the store, but I kind of want to show everybody how many games we go through compared to what we actually end up with. So here are all the games that we go through. Lots of games. And you'll see when we get back out to the car exactly how many we end up with, how many we have to go through to get the ones that we want. All right, we're gonna go kind of quick with this part. Because it's snowing right now. Most of the stuff was pretty much just standard games for us. Ben 10 toys right there. Yeah, I'm gonna help get this in so they don't get snowed on. When we get back to the house, I'll do a little more in depth on what we got. Zurich is a good seller for us. Same with these Sorry 1972 editions. Why is it snowing? I don't know if you can see the snow. Makes doing this a little difficult, but we're on our way to next door. All right, not too bad at the last store. Not sure what we ended up with. Maybe about 20. Yeah, maybe it was about 20 games. Anyway, I'll have a final count when we get back. But we're about to head into the second store. It's kind of like snowing right now. But yeah, so I will show you what we get at this. Actually, we're at a Savers now. So we were at a Goodwill before. This is a Savers. I don't think they have a lot of games at this Savers, but they do have toys. We found some good toys here before. So here we go.
Oh no.
Huh?
It's just chips.
It's got everything else though. Yeah, was it? Right here, isn't this you?
I like that one better.
All right, not too bad here. We got a few things, got some toys. I'm not sure what's in this one, but it looked interesting. Kids Carcassonne. And then we also got a Caribou Island. You've seen me talk about the other Caribou. There it is right there. Caribou Island. I've talked about the other Caribou games. This one doesn't go for quite as much, but it was still going for pretty decent money. So, yeah, not too crazy here. All right, we're at our third store here in Rochester. This is a Goodwill. My dad's already walking in again, so I'm gonna go in and see what we can find. I think we ended up with about 6 or 7 at the last store, plus some toys. So yeah, here we go. Yeah. Okay. Move some stuff up. Pretty good luck at this store. Got another Balloon Lagoon. Got some light stacks. Roblox, a Doodle Dice. I talk about this game a lot. Bible, Pictionary is pretty good. Otherwise, a lot of just the standard stuff that I talk about a lot on this channel. A few electronic games that were sealed. Yeah, like I said, I'll do more in depth when we get back to the house. All right, so those are our 3 stores in Rochester. We're gonna go to one more. It's almost an hour drive, so my dad's running in to use the bathroom. It's a ways away. But anyway, we did pretty well down here. I think I haven't gotten a total yet, but it was probably about 20. I think we had 26 at this last store, so that's 46 plus about. So we have at least 50 games and a few toys, and we still have one more to go. Nothing too crazy. There is a couple that I'm going to highlight when we get back and just show you some sold comps on. But otherwise, it was just replenishing our stock. And a lot of these, I have to make sure that people understand, if you don't sell these board games on a regular basis, they're probably not worth picking up for you. Some of them we get $20 for, plus shipping. But the reason we buy them is not because they're always going to be worth $20. What I mean by that is a lot of people have to sell them for less to get them to sell, like $12, $13, $15, but we get $20 for them because I think we're the number 2. I looked at our not history report, what is it called? I recently looked at our listings report, and we are the number 2 seller in contemporary board games. So we sell a lot, and we can usually get a little bit more out of games than people who don't sell them as often. Plus, we have tons of game pieces for a lot of these games. I wouldn't pick up some of these $20 games if we didn't have pieces for them. So I know we can probably complete them. I also know that we have game pieces set up. A lot of these regular ones, we have game piece listings already done. We've done the work. So now if we have one of these games and for whatever reason we can't complete it, we have to part it out, then we just change the quantity on those listings, and that's all we have to do. So I'm gonna go into a little more detail on game pieces in probably my next video. But anyway, so again, if you're new to this, or you're just selling a few games here and there, you're going to want to look for ones that are a little bit more valuable than some of the ones we pick up, for the reasons I just outlined. Anyway, my dad's back. We are off to our next store, and then it's home. All right, the blizzard continues, but we did make it to our next store here. This one's in Faribault, which is kind of on the way back to the cities from Rochester. But anyway, hopefully we can find a few more games here. Roads were very slick. There was about 4 people in the ditch on the way here. So yeah, it is what it is. I'll show you what we got at this store here in a second. So I'm actually going to put the phone away. I don't know that the side roads are going to be much better. No. All right, so that wraps up our sourcing day. We just got done at the 4th store. I'll go over in detail what I got when we get back. It's a little hard to do when it's snowy and windy and all that. But anyway, we got another 17 games at that store. So we should have about 70 games plus some toys. I'll get the total at the end here. But But yeah, all in all, pretty successful trip. Now we gotta get home safely. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, we did make it back safely. We got a nice full car of games, and now I got to bring them in so we can sort them and see how many we got and all that. So that's what I'm gonna do, and we'll get a count here as to how many we got, as well as I'll highlight some of the ones I didn't get a chance to because it was snowing and so windy out there. Anyway. All right, everything is in, so now I'm going to kind of see everything laid out here. So I'll go through a few things. I don't remember if I mentioned some of these in the store. Doodle dice. I always talk about doodle dice. We get $35. I think that's actually even going for more right now. We typically get $35. I think they're going for even more than that right now. We got 2 of these today. This Guess Who Extra. This one we get, as long as it has the pegs and it has all the pieces and works, we get about 40 for it. What else can I find here? There was one game that I wanted to show that I had never seen before. Well, here's that Caribou Island again. Caribou Island. This one, if it's complete, it should go for about 40 to 50, or at least I think that's what we can get for it. A lot of people were selling it missing pieces even. What else? Here's one that I didn't. If you see Littlest Pet Shop out there, Littlest Pet Shop is definitely worth looking up. These ones had all of the figures. Those figures alone, sometimes they can go for $20, $30. I don't know if any of these will. I have had some pieces go for quite a bit though. What else? We did get a few toys, but again, I'm still learning toys, so I'm not even going to show those yet because I don't want to lead anyone astray. What else? Sequence. The basic sequence really aren't that great. Sequence, even the deluxe ones are okay. Sequence dogs, cats, states and capitals, numbers. All those are worth picking up, especially on a regular basis, and you can have pieces for them if they're missing anything. Get about 20 to 25 for those games. What else? I think that's it. Everything else is pretty much standard pickup. As I mentioned earlier, a lot of these I don't know that I would recommend unless you plan on doing board games on a regular basis, simply because I have a listings already set up, so I just sell similar. We have pieces for them. We have game piece listings set up. So if we need to part something out, we don't have to take pictures again. We can just update quantities and put it away. So anyway, so that was a lot of what we got today, was just replenishing some of our stock. So yeah, so that was our day today. I think I'll have a number here in a second as to how many we got. But I would say it was a successful day, especially since we got home safely through that little snowstorm. All right, I'm back home. I ended up grabbing the little one from Grandma's. Usually I come home, I do some work, then I go back and get her, but with the snowstorm, it took us so long to get back, as well as it just made more sense to not have to go out again and get her. So I'm home with June. We ended up with 71 games and 5 toys. So pretty good day. It was definitely worth it. Yeah, that's really all I have to say for this video. It was very interesting. It was only supposed to rain today. That's all the weather people were saying. Rain, a little bit of rain. So that's why we decided to go on a little bit more of a road trip. Boy, were they wrong. There was like 15 cars we counted on the way home. 15 cars on the freeway spun out, or at least on the side of the road. So anyway, I'm home safely. June's home safely. So I consider that a win. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Check my wife out on Facebook, Books and Boards. Thanks for watching. Bye.